Say what? Yo, who was that? A.T.L show coming live. People about the world. Know that we a show. We got TeAma Legacy, the podcast. On God, we're taking over with the A.T.L show.
Naya, what?
The A.T.L show's on. Duh. Get out! Get
But
out!
Naya, it's supposed to be for adults only. It's supposed to be.
A.T.L. They're back!
It's my time again.
Anthony, TeAma, T7, Legacy! They're back! They're the best! Let's get it! Season 2!
I'm the best in this shit, that's fact. And there's only one reason that I came back. I'm here to set the fucking record straight. Okay, I'm the best you ever catch, just smell the way. First off, ain't no beef with the spitters in my city. But if it comes with 28, then shit get gritty. I'm shitty. Yeah, I shit on rappers. Even dead on the scene, since you wanna be actors. Just the message. I'm talking open hills and places. Schools over feeling foggy, I'll be patiently waiting. It seems y'all forgot who really runs the throne. Screaming y'all number one, just because I was gone. See, ain't no stopping me now. I'm on the move. I'm on against team Muscle. You ready to lose? The game, the street, the zone is true. This the message. Hope it leave you from me rapper. Sure. Yeah. The message. So y'all know. Yeah. The monster is back. And I'm at my spot.
A.T.L. ho.
Just-in-time accessories definitely have the bling and everything in between. TeAma Copeland is your independent paparazzi agent. Join her live online Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Join her on Facebook at TeAma Sweetness Copeland or her fan page, Just-in-Time Accessories, or you can find her on YouTube at Teama Herice. That once again is Just-in-Time Accessories. Everything is only $5. Nickel and lead-free jewelry. TeAma Copeland, independent paparazzi agent. Just-in-time accessories definitely have the bling and everything in between. Check her out.
Kamal says, welcome back.
Mm-hmm.
Looking forward.
Kamal says, looking forward to a great second season. Hey, Kamal, we missed you. I missed you.
Welcome back.
Like Mace, we back. Welcome back.
Come on, did you like it?
That's it. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. This is the Anthony Brown Show. This segment we call the A.T.L. This is our season premiere for season 2. We are in-house when we are happy to have everybody here tonight with beautiful guests. We have Legacy and his family members, his siblings. We have show. Yes, and it is on and popping. How everybody doing tonight? Everybody doing okay? Well, I am Anthony, the host of the show, and I'm joined tonight by my beautiful co-host. I got TeAma.
Hello, everybody.
Miss Beautiful T Savage.
Hey, y'all.
Mr. Fashionista, Mr. Shawty Doo-Wop himself, Mr. Legacy the Great.
Yes.
A.T.L. He ready for
Did your arms get longer, Legacy? Did your arms get longer? Legacy, did your arms get longer? I think they did. They got a little longer. You look a little taller. You eating your Wheaties and your green beans.
So mean.
Just a little bit.
Mr. Legacy, you us the honors of introducing your siblings.
Okay. Well, I'd like to start off
with my baby sister, Tiana Tippins, goes by Kiki.
Do you love me? Are you ready? I was about to go there too. Trap.
Okay, and also, this gentleman, I met him about a little, maybe right after we had our final show. At the top, this is my older brother, Marquise. Say something to the world, bro.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm new to the family.
Hey, Marquise, welcome.
Yeah.
Hey.
Well, Kill, tell everybody.
Marquise gonna get a singing contract.
No, you don't want that.
What's up, everybody?
Kamal said, very nice intro. Thank you, Kamal.
Yeah, we had to let them know
The number one
that
fan taking over.
the best podcast in the
Number
land
two.
was definitely back.
We also want to give
Kamal is the
Y'all
number
better
2
give
greatest
my baby
fan.
her check. Y'all better give Naya her check while you playing.
We also want to give another special shout out. Also, we want to give a shout out. Want to go ahead and get the honors legacy on our.
Yeah. This is my This is my brother next to me. Me and him, and we share the same mother. His real name is Travis Williams. He goes by 28 grams. Those that understand that language right there, then they will know what he mean by that. But he also is up under the production company and label of A.T.L Productions. And he's the person that's his music, beats and things of that nature. I also like to give a shout out to Young Jab, his manager, co-producer. Also, I like to give a shout out to Ezra Pugh, our mixologist, for coming in and helping me be able to do the voiceover and things with that track right there. We also have 2 more things that's coming very soon, so y'all be looking out. We're definitely trying our best to light this podcast world up, to let them know that the A.T.L is back. So anybody thought they was out there doing something while we was on vacation, it's over.
But vacation was nice though.
And where did this concept come from?
Say what?
Set it off. Set it off.
No.
Not just, but it was before setting off. That concept right there came from Death Row Records on the cover of Vibe magazine, where Suge Knight was in the spot where Tony was there.
What's 97? What year was that?
Yeah.
What year was that? 97?
Like 95, 96.
95. Between 95 and 97. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was Legacy's idea. That was a great idea. I liked it. So anyway,
you know why they put you at the top, because you the shortest one. They had to make you a little taller. That's why they put you at the top.
No. They put you to the side because they didn't want you to look real short. Because you're the shortest.
Nah, sir. They got you right in the middle. You standing on Anthony shows. Put that head.
We have this segment.
Oh man. But yes,
you finished?
Say what, Tony?
Are you finished? You finished? I didn't want to cut you off.
Yeah.
Okay. We have the segment. You ready, Savage?
Yes.
Okay, this segment of the show. Let me put this video up here and then we'll go right into it.
Dear A.T.L is a segment of the show where you, the viewer, can write in and tell us about what's going on in your life. And we will read your letter and respond to your letter live here on the air. So if you're experiencing relationship problems, best friend disputes, baby mama, baby daddy drama, marriage issues, church hurt, church issues, and many, many more. Send your letters to TheAnthonyBrownShow@gmail.com.
Successful.
Okay, so let's get right into this letter. And after she reads the letter, we're all gonna give our 2 cents on what we think the writer should or should not do. So it's coming from the perspective of everybody.
Okay, I just want to start by saying Mello said boost your seat. Let's just put that out there, okay? Mello knew what it is. Okay, here we go. Dear, I couldn't let there rest. Dear A.T.L. show, first off, congratulations on completing your first season with 65 successful shows. I could not wait for the return of season 2. Y'all was gone way too damn long.
Yes,
welcome back. You were indeed missed. Okay, here's the problem. I'm in my 30s, married, and I'm a woman with kids. I love my husband, but we had some problems a while back. Well, he cheated, and I found out. I was angry, hurt, and very confused. So you know a woman scorned. I cheated too. The problem is I just wanted revenge just to do it and get it over with. Me and the guy were intimate quite a few times for months. I realized I was never going to leave home. I told my husband and it crushed him. He cried. Okay, baby, you got me back. Now please stop. No more. Here's the problem. I was trying to break it off with a guy that won't take no for an answer. I told him my family is most important to me, and this could no longer continue. I thought at one time I had feelings for him and realized it was just a phase. I don't love him. I love my husband. I just stopped answering his calls, emails, etc. Okay, here's the huge issue. I found out a month later I was pregnant, and we didn't always use protection. I know it was stupid. My husband is excited about this baby, and I try to be too, but I'm scared. I'm not even sure which one of them fathered the child. When I learned the date of conception, I was with both of them the same exact night. I'm almost due, and I want to know, should I tell my husband? And if I do, will he stay? Please help. I've got years with my husband, and even though he cheated first, I'm still wrong too, because look at my situation now. What's the best thing to do here? Signed, if shit is about to hit the fan.
Oh, she threw.
Tell the truth.
You know, it was like so many wild moments that I was pre-reading. I was like, okay, what? Huh? Wow, really?
Oh my.
Tell the truth.
I mean, guys,
sometimes figure it out.
Sometimes you gotta take stuff to the grave with you now.
Nah, so you want a girl to plant a baby on you? That's what you're saying?
No. The thing is,
come on,
if she's trying to marry, that's a
Listen,
man.
I swear to God, I really think T. Savage, you probably got about 3 or 4 of them letters over there, and you just said this is the one to start the season off with. So I'm gonna go ahead and do it.
So
this motherfucker is a nasty, slimy, butterbean bitch.
What would you do?
Somebody got echo. Somebody got like 2 phones or something tuned into the podcast. It's an echo. But this is disgusting. This is disgusting.
I think Kiki trying to talk.
I think something wrong or something.
Kiki sound like a robot.
Kill, go out and come back in.
So what would you tell her to do?
First of all, she nasty. She's a nasty, slimy bitch.
Agreed.
You got a whole husband. You don't let another man skeet in you, and then you went home and let your husband skeet in you. So you didn't care nothing about. Hold on. You didn't care nothing about giving him.
But both of them on the same night. That's what she got nasty at.
That's nasty.
Proceed.
I think somebody need to chop her whole liver head off. She done sat up here and let two men skeet in her like she. She done sat here and let this man skeet in her, and she said she did it a lot of times. A lot of times we didn't use protection. Right. That right there for me. Told me you ain't give a damn. You ain't say now times you would have had an HIV test done. No chlamydia test done, no herpes, no gonorrhea, no syphilis, no trichomoniasis, no bacterial infections. None of that. You ain't check none of that. You just wanted to cause somebody some pain because you felt something.
You still know a lot about the disease,
Legacy. We ain't go that
far. You know a lot about the diseases.
I mean, all the way back, because God.
I'm just saying, because now you got a whole baby. Kill herself. Just kill herself.
No, Legacy. Do she tell? Do she confess? Or do she
just don't kill yourself?
Joe side, she should really just.
It doesn't matter if she. It doesn't matter if she tell today or she tell 9 months from now. It don't matter.
Miss Simmons says 2 wrongs don't make a right, but she forgave him and moved forward. He should do the same and they raise a child. In the ideal world, in the ideal happily ever after situation, he would swallow it and just raise a child, whether it's his or not. She was dead wrong for sleeping with 2 men in one night. And if you're gonna be, I'm gonna finish what I'm saying today. Okay. She was wrong for not disclosing the fact that there was a possibility this man could not be this child's father as soon as she found out she was pregnant, not waiting until the last minute. 9 months, 8 months gone by, and now you about to have this baby and you can't even say who the daddy is. So I'm wondering, does the other man know that she even pregnant?
And that's why I said she needs to tell the truth. Because either way it goes, that baby shouldn't be calling the next nigga daddy if that's not his seed.
This is Marquise. What your input on that, Marquise?
I agree with them, but damn, that's a hard one, boy. Because I would, if I was in that situation, man, I would want to know. Even though it hurt me, I would want to know.
Would you stay with her?
You said you wouldn't.
Would you stay with her? Would you stay with her?
It depends, because if I went out and cheated and I just didn't get caught up. You feel me? With a baby, she got caught up. So
you missed bro. You had to miss a. You had to miss a part. She said that she found out that her husband did cheat. So if she found out he cheated and she went back and got you some get back, he told her, okay, baby, you got me back. It hurt, but you got me back. What I'm saying is, once you find out that she did what you did and you're willing to forgive that part because you did it, are you willing to accept that the baby is not yours and stay with her?
Shout out to Kamal. Kamal said, Savage said he should swallow it. She should have done the swallowing. She should have swallowed that baby.
I don't think I would be able to stay there. I don't think I'd be able to stay with her.
Kamal said, like TeAma said, there's a lot of missing info.
But listen, let me tell you, what is that one did a song, and in the song, they had like a probability of that.
Go ahead, Kia.
So, okay. Then at the end, straight up, he didn't stay. Huh?
Okay, speaking from a woman that has been through it, I did swallow it.
I cheated.
He cheated. I cheated. He got a baby. I swallowed it. I'm dealing with it. I dealt with it.
Kia, you swallowed the baby?
I mean, it all depends. No, I ain't swallowed. I ain't talking about no damn baby. I'm saying I swallowed the pill of him getting the baby.
That's when the woman always swallow the pill, but the man, normally the man does not swallow
another show. Don't pull me into no shows like that. But I'm just saying, in dealing with the situation at hand, she cheated because he cheated. Now I don't agree with it, but if you're gonna do it, you cheated first, so you caused her to go out and do what she did because you hurt her. So swallow that pill. And vice versa.
Can't nobody make you go out and do that.
Let you put no dick in you. Nobody can make you do that.
In the real world, a man ain't finna swallow none of that. They gonna give you what they give you. You take it. But honey, if the shoe on the other foot, they can't. They pride won't let them.
A man
listen, she should take. Miss Simmons said, listen, she should take a DNA test, find out if it's her husband. If it is, there's nothing to tell. No harm, no foul. It's still foul because you walked around with the question wondering all 9 months. They have tests you could take inside the womb to determine.
But that ain't even the foul. I'm with Legacy on the foul. The foul was you was fucking both of them raw and sometimes in the same night.
That's very foul. I mean, I'm not disagreeing with that at all. That's pure nastiness. That's slut bucket behavior.
I don't disagree with that because she was nasty as fuck. Because at the end of the day, she had no respect for herself with that. I mean, in the same night. Okay, no. But
that's what she lost me. When she said in the same night, girl, okay, you got that ass like, okay, I'm with that. I'm a Leo, let's get it.
I think the reason why she's kind of baffled or thrown and don't know what to do about it, because remember he said, okay, baby, you got me back, don't do it no more, let's move forward. After that, she was still fucking another dude. So he probably doing she was still fucking.
Nasty.
I'll just be devil's advocate and say men do that shit all the time. But they smart enough to use the rubber for both times. Not raw dog in one and raw dog in the other.
Listen,
some men are not. You're absolutely right. You're right. You're right.
More forgiving, and their pride will let them take on that. What they call them babies?
Stepchildren.
No, not stepchildren. They call them something. They love cow. Where they done dipped out on like Gabrielle Union. Every time she look at that baby, she know for a fact this nigga cheated on me. The fuck, I'm straight. But anywho, tell the truth. Cause at the end of the day, that baby it ain't even with the dude. That baby has the right to know who his real father is. Period. On God.
Melo said, don't let me find out. But men do that shit all the time. They fuck Sally, then leave Sally, and they go fuck Susie too.
The same
why gotta be the men all the time?
I'm not saying it's a man. I'm just saying men do it all the time because when a woman do it, she a hoe. When a man do it, it's okay.
Let me tell you, the only problem that I have about that is men have to stick in something. If 2 men are scheming you, that deposit is left in you.
Mm.
I'm not. Okay, let me just be clear. I'm not condoning what the young lady did. Let's just be clear.
Than us to do it.
Yeah, but let me just be clear. I'm not condoning what the writer did. So don't get it twisted. I'm not condoning that. I'm just pointing out a fact.
And then if you gonna bounce off a dick, a condom with one of them.
I'm gonna say, bro, they pulling your card. Simmons said black men don't cheat. Bullshit.
Hold on.
Black men don't cheat.
What y'all do?
We just curious.
See, listen, Tony.
Does he say eating ain't cheating?
Yes.
Eating ain't cheating.
I can't. That's legacy.
Tony.
For real.
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
I got a special guest that just texted me, and she's watching the show, but she would like to be able to come on and say something about what we just read. Can I send it a live link?
Slime B said men do. He meant to say men do it all the time. Some even get both girls pregnant at the same time. That's true. Yep, because my second husband, that bitch had 3 3-year-olds. How you got 3 3-year-olds? And they're not triplets. Doing the stuff the girl in the letter was doing.
Tony, can I send her the link?
I say just get a DNA test. Even if you know who your baby daddy is, what's happening, just get a DNA test. Dana got you, girl. Go get Dana. Dana got you.
Yeah, go ahead and
we just figured it out.
I'm cool. I'm cool with somebody getting back. I may not want to deal with you, but I can respect it because I may have brought that upon me. But nobody can make me go out and kill nobody. When I make a decision in my head that's what I'm gonna do, that's what happens. When you as a woman or a man decide that you're gonna go outside your relationship and let somebody skeet off in your lettuce lips, then that's something that you wanted to do. That had nothing to do. That's about revenge. But even if you're gonna
stop doing it.
Listen, that still has nothing to do with your reaction.
You got it.
That has nothing to do with your reaction. So when a man, yes, men do go out and do that. Hold on, men do go out and do that. I can't refute that. But at the end of the day, that man's child, truthfully, he never has to bring that child to your house. He can go see that child at the mama house. That child that you have and bring home for getting pregnant, he has to eat that every day because it's in his face every time he wake up. When that baby wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning crying, and you look over there and he looking like, I ain't going to get that motherfucker. You can't be mad that he don't want to accept that child.
D-Lo said 3 kids at the same time.
But that child has nothing to do with it.
D-Lo said 3 kids at the same time.
Nothing to do with it at all.
Let me tell you, you say that child don't have nothing to do with it, but it's
you gotta be mad at the person that did it. That baby is innocent in it all.
D-Lo said 3 kids at the same time. Damn.
You have a lot of girls that date dudes that's jealous of the other daddy and killing these men babies left and right. Also, women killing other women kids just because they jealous of the baby.
Hold on. Let's catch up on the comments. So we're getting behind.
Catch up on what?
The comments. 3 kids at the same time, 3 different baby mamas. Damn. Simmons said she didn't have enough for Plan B.
Plan B.
Kamal said, I say get the DNA from.
She was thinking that
right away.
Plan B.
Kamal said, I say get that DNA from right away, and the next step will be determined from that. I believe she has to tell dude she needs his DNA in order to get the test. D-Lo said men do it all the time, but it's more acceptable when men do it, but it's hypocrisy. Natasha Smith said, if you choose to stay and accept the child, then yes, she can be mad. Kamal said the child is obviously innocent, but damn, that's a hell of a reminder.
Legacy, go ahead and send the link out.
Go back to Natasha Smith.
If you choose,
I did send the link out.
If you choose to stay and accept the child, then yes, she can be mad.
Wait,
who can be mad?
It's saying if you choose to stay, it sounds like it's a comment to the man.
If you choose to stay and accept the child,
then she can be mad.
I'm lost.
I'm confused. Who can be mad? Can you clarify, Natasha? Who can be mad? Because we don't know who you're talking about.
That means
something got lost in translation, babe.
This is a crazy one here.
All I know is I feel like anything can be forgiven. Anything can. It just depends on how much a person wants to stay with an individual. It can be hard to continue that on. One reason I can talk about this is because I've done this thing before. And one of the hardest things it was for me to do was to say and tell somebody that I love, who I love and care about, that I done been already not only, out here cheating, but along with the cheating, I've also conceived life. So
you sound like Usher.
Huh?
When you were telling her, did you hear Usher's theme song in your head?
The one that I was thinking about was Let It Burn. The one I was thinking about was Let It Burn.
He having a baby from a woman that he hardly knows, 3 months pregnant, and she's keeping it.
Damn.
Usher song.
Well,
you about to make him choke.
Okay.
Savage.
The mother can be mad if you don't want to help take care of it.
What?
The last statement she was saying was that listen, this one is a little baffling because I know this beautiful young lady, and she normally is on point. So Tasha, if you can, Mama, just come back and basically there it is. The mother can be mad if
the mother can be mad if you don't want to help take care of the child if you choose to stay. The mother, she meant to say the mother can't be mad. She meant to say the mother can't be mad if you don't want to help take care of the child if they choose to stay. But most, Miss Simmons said when you say legacy that you wouldn't get up and take care of the child at 2 a.m, just looking crazy. And the judge said confessions. The thing about it is, hold on. Simmons said if he's choosing to stay, then yes, I have the right to be mad. I feel like if the man decides to stay and she does have the baby, even though it's not his child, and the baby wake up, I just can't see a man hearing the baby crying and saying, I'm not going to get her because she's not mine. Like, I just don't see that. I just don't see that.
Well,
because eventually, let me finish my sentence, please, because eventually he's going to grow a bond with the baby because he's there with the baby, whether he wants to or not. The bond is going to be created.
But it'll be hard.
It will be hard, but it's going to happen.
Let's be clear. In a perfect world, Anya, every day there's niggas and females killing other people's babies that you should have had a bond with, but you killing them. So I ain't finna hey, Tyson is off limits. If you date me, no, you don't get to meet my son. He got a daddy. He don't need no other daddy. No, you're not gonna wake up in the morning. I got this bro. You can't even come to my house. No, people is crazy.
Mr. Turkin said, "What's up, kings and queens?"
Hey, boo.
Hey,
what's
babe.
Good? What's good?
That's my babe right there.
I agree with both of y'all. I agree with both of y'all, but I'm gonna be with Mark, and I've had this done, but I've been in that situation where that happened to me, and truthfully, like Savage said, a bond could grow, but the reason that the bond was able to grow for me was because I wanted the relationship. I wanted that woman. So when I make up in my mind that I don't want her, this shit is over with.
It's a wrap. So you gone.
If I know for a fact, hold on. If I know for a fact that you intentionally went out because you found out something about me and you already know that I did wrong and you went out and did it, when you come tell me, from that day forward, I am going to build a miraculous facade and you're going to think that we are on the best of terms. We gonna plan wedding and everything.
So you gonna pay the phone?
And I'm gonna stand your dog ass up at the wedding. I'm gonna stand your dog ass up at the wedding because
if you ask somebody to marry you, she doesn't tell to think you gonna show up. And I know better than that.
Mr. Trucker said you can tell a man's character and intentions pretty fast, I believe. Kamal said she's cheating, she unprotected. She's same day raw. She not taking birth control. She didn't plan B. Her irresponsibility is amazing. And as that man, I would be concerned. I would be concerned about the fact that you were comfortable enough to sleep with another man without a condom, and then come to me, not even think about what you could possibly bring me home. Like,
yes.
They're fighting words to me.
Let me tell you,
not at this point. Not only are you cheating, but you putting my life at risk. Not only are you cheating, but you putting my life at risk. At this point, now we got a problem.
Marquise, I have a question for Marquise. Marquise, have you ever been?
I said that earlier, and Tony and TeAma told me that I was reading too much into it.
Who said that? I didn't say that.
Let me ask.
I've never been put in a situation like that before. I'm glad I haven't.
Okay.
I mean, TeAma.
But you saying take it to your
I'm about to say.
Marcus say take it to your grave.
He said some stuff need to be taken to the grave. I don't feel like that. I disagree with that.
Listen, I'm gonna
I'm just saying, well, some stuff,
listen. I'm gonna do what Anthony said. I am not going to go bust my whole bubble and run and tell it and come to find out that she ain't. Now my whole house told out.
Simmons said, but the men do it on the regular. Me personally, that's not, I just can't hold that type of secret for 9 months. How can you hold that type of secret for 9 months? Not knowing who the child's father is and not showing it or telling the person that you married to.
Let me tell you, I wouldn't give a good guy.
Well, I would hope that the husband, I would definitely hope, bro, I would definitely hope as the father, the husband, that he himself would already consider a blood test because he already knows that she had been stepping out. So if he knows she's stepping out, I'm hoping that he's smart enough to say, you know what, let's just have a blood test done because I already know that you let me skeet all in your face and all on your lettuce lips. That I'm pretty sure in the middle of all this heat and tension, you might have went on head out there and let him skeet it on your lettuce lips.
I really wish we could ask this girl some questions. I really want to ask her, like, is he asking you about paternity? Like, is he saying anything or he just going about his day like nothing has happened? I really want to know.
Let me tell you, some dudes are waiting to want to see. I want to see if the baby look like me. Okay, girl, go get a DNA test.
He must be a soft guy. He must be a soft goddamn guy. He's soft.
Mr. Trucker said, damn, bet you missed us. Y'all, that's my boo, Mr. Trucker. Y'all say hey to my boo. Hey, she's Savage boo.
Hey, boo.
Hey, Mr.
I don't know you, boo. So
Kiki.
No, hey, boo.
Okay, that's my best friend at the top. Ignore that big
yeah,
baby.
I'm just playing.
Hold on, Sam.
She a whole fool, babe. She a whole fool.
Y'all, let me ask Kiki a question.
So
Kiki.
Hello?
So basically,
how do you feel? I mean, how do you feel about that? How do you feel about it?
I mean, I got 4 kids. I got 4 kids by 4 different men. I got 4 kids and then one of them got the same daddy. So,
what she said?
But you didn't bring your baby in on your husband.
She said she got 4 kids.
Well,
Kia.
Kiki, this is Kiki, this is Judgment Free Zone.
I was married to Noah when I got pregnant with Journey.
You was still what?
I'm saying, like, when I got my with my fiance now, I was, huh?
You breaking up, baby.
Say what, Tony?
I didn't say anything, Kia. I'm listening.
I'm losing my damn mind. What I was saying is, when I got pregnant with Journey, I was still married to Noah. We were separated, but I was still married to him. So.
But how long was y'all separated?
I mean, I'm just saying.
How long were you separated?
A year. Separated a year. But I was still
in
married.
the midst of the in the midst of the separation, you hadn't moved on and he moved on. Y'all just hadn't did the legal terms of going through the divorce through the courts.
Yeah, you're right.
So y'all was over with anyway. So even though by God,
I was pregnant with Johnny.
But that still don't put you in the boat that this lady is.
I told.
Kamal said, "Thank you, Legacy. I've been waiting to hear the words in Legacy's lips since the end of season 1."
Come on, you nasty.
Come on, sit your ass down somewhere.
Come on, you nasty.
Well, hey, bro, let me ask my brother, Marquise.
What's up, bro?
Could you? I mean, seriously, bro. You got kids. I got kids. Everybody on this panel have some form of children.
I think Kiki trying to talk.
Your woman walked in the house and told you.
Kiki was saying something. I don't know if you just couldn't hear her, but
what I'm trying to say is, it's okay. Let me break it down to y'all like this right here. Tony, you know this. With Kayla, I was sleeping with 2 men. With my second daughter, I was sleeping with 2 men. One man I thought was her daddy, but he wasn't who you said was her daddy. But I did do a DNA test. I wasn't scared to do it. I did it because I wanted to know.
Exactly.
I mean, people do stupid things and make mistakes. It was just a stupid mistake. It was something stupid for her to go out there and do. She did it, but in reality, she needs to tell her husband and tell him, and they go do. If they want to DNA test, then do it. And
Mr. Trump
the other dude ain't gonna want to be the daddy no way.
Right. I'm gonna read this comment right quick, Miss Kiki. Mr. Turker said, on a scale of 1 to 10, do we value the black man and woman? All opinions, please. And this is the weakest both sexes have been in Black history. What's the solution?
He said what now?
On a scale of 1 to 10, how do we value the black man and woman? All opinions, please. And this is the weakest both sexes have been. We, us. Probably in general, like society, I'm thinking. But
I would say on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being we highly value them and 1 being, they ain't shit. I would say, as far as the black community is concerned, this is just my opinion. I'd say society look at the black man probably as a 3 or 4. True. I value the black man as far as an 8 or 9.
Yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10. However, most black men don't value themselves. And they don't see themselves or the potential that they have within them. So they don't see themselves as being a 10 or a 9. They see themselves as being less than. So they don't apply themselves. So you kind of damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. Next.
Yeah, I agree with you just said, because a lot of black guys, they are scared to do things because of what they was taught from back in the day. They limit themselves. So I kind of agree with all of that.
I definitely value our black men. I feel like I agree with Anthony. A lot of them have a lot of potential, but are not aware of it, and they're scared to kind of tap into it because of the stereotypes. But
Right.
I value the black man, and every chance I get, I'm trying to build a black man up. And if you know me, you know my history. You know, build a bell,
Build a bear.
build a bell. Okay, build a bell.
And listen, and you right, I do, because I my fiance now, I took him from fresh out of jail and built him up. Now he's assistant general manager at Applebee's and the kitchen manager. Like, I've been with him 11 years off and on. So yeah, I value them.
That's
I
what's
got
up.
twin brothers not to value.
Yes.
Kamal said, Mr.
But I'll
Trucker,
never
I
let
love.
him y'all fail.
Mr. Kamal said, Mr. Trucker, I love your comments. Last question, but I need to add to that. What's your self value? Hey D, good evening. Good to see you. I had to do a clap. Hey D,
Welcome.
how's the wife doing?
Tell Jennifer we say hello.
Yes. Hi Jennifer. She probably back there, Philip, talking, listening with him.
Need y'all back
They're
on the
really
show
close.
again. We need y'all back on the show soon.
Yes. Mr. Trucker said,
We
do
was
you
just
believe
talking about you yesterday.
Mr. Trucker said, do you believe social media is more hurtful or helpful towards our direction of self-growth?
I think social media is more
Alright,
hurtful.
I agree.
More hurtful because social media is owned and operated by white men, white media, white people. So the one thing they're definitely not going to do is show our best. They're never going to show you that. So they're always going to show you our worst. That were less than, they were beneath them, they were mediocre, that we're negative and not a positive. So I think social media is definitely a big negative towards the black people, the stereotypes. Every time they show a black person, like let's say in a slavery scene, why they always got to talk with Ebonics? Slaves knew how to talk. They spoke regular, but yet when you show black slaves, you show them speaking Ebonics. So I think it's social media.
Random thought. Do you know my boo was driving the other day and he saw black people in the field picking cotton? Yesterday.
Yo, who?
People still pick cotton?
He saw black people in the field picking cotton.
Man, I ain't never seen that.
It's still people that work in Georgia in the cotton fields.
Yep.
I can't. My little peanut brain can't even digest that. Huh?
But I can. Me growing up in Georgia, you can go plenty places in the state of Georgia and see people out in the cotton field picking cottons in Georgia. I mean, it's not used as a slavery tactic anymore. But people actually go out and pick cotton out of the cotton field. During the fall time in Georgia, you can actually see people out there picking cotton and putting it in bags. Sometimes you see cars pull over and just go out and get it. I remember being able to go out there as a kid, pulling over and just grabbing cotton for real and feeling how I actually feel. It is. I mean, it's still one of the best industrial businesses in America, in the world, because it produces so much different material other than just cotton out of it. But for me, the social media situation is.
Well,
I ain't gonna pay me to do it.
You can't pay me to do it. I'm sorry.
You can't pay me to pick cotton. That's why I was so flabbergasted when I heard it. I knew it still existed. Just to hear somebody say it after you've seen it. Mr. Trucker says self-value is at its highest because I'm not living for me. Mr. Trucker said took them all. That was took them all. In Sylvester, Georgia is where they were picking the cotton. Kamal said, Mr. Trucker, my apology. After reading it, it looks like it was directed to you. I was adding to your question, not asking you directly. Mr. Trucker said it is a degrading gesture, none the least, and that's how I feel about it.
Well, it's like this.
Slaves picked 100, 200 pounds a day.
If a man got 5, 6 children and ain't nobody hiring, but he go to the cotton field and they hiring, hey, I do what I gotta do to go get this money to feed my kids.
Let me tell you.
Yeah, but I feel like we the master of our own destiny.
They wanted us to go to the back door. To get the food, they wanted you to go to the back door. I canceled that order. I say you got me effed up. I'm not walking to nobody's back door.
Oh, dang.
If I can't get it through your front door,
but
that's one order that won't be by me.
You talking about for your job? For your job?
Yeah, with DoorDash. They will make you go to the back door. You cannot walk through the front to get.
Was it just you because you was black, or was it everybody that had to go to the back door to pick up food?
I don't care who it was.
You ain't care.
That's a game I'm not gonna play.
You remember trying to get that white only pie?
Kamal said social media is destructive. I found myself having to watch myself and what I was inviting to my lab through social media.
So
hello?
I'm gonna address this matter. I'm gonna address this. I have to look at social media as a double-edged sword. There's a lot of great productive stuff that comes out of social media. There is definitely, we don't have a George Floyd conviction right now if this did not go mainstream through social media. You don't get that conviction right now of that man being arrested and charged and found guilty without a social media outbreak. We don't be able to do what we're doing right now without having some form of social media. Yes, social media it does use black people and use us in a more derogatory form of the things that we do negative. But we are also the same black people that sit up there and record the same negative shit and how the world star and all of this and that and post it for them to utilize it.
Yeah.
We give them the ammo. We give them the ammo.
Yeah, we give them the ammo. We post this. There's nobody walking around in a Facebook that's riding around in a Facebook truck saying, "Ooh, Facebook, social media. Let me see what these niggas are doing." No, they don't do that. Niggas say, "I'm gonna show you how that nigga got knocked out. I'm gonna show you how this nigga got shot over here." We do it ourselves. Social media is a great stream. It has become a great way of revenue. It has been people way of making new money that was never been able to make money before. So let's not condemn social media. Let's condemn the people who are utilizing it for the negativity instead of more positive.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
And for the black man, black woman concept, let's talk about this because I didn't.
G said, "I agree, legacy. It's the way you use it."
Go ahead, Savage, and read that.
G said, "I agree, legacy. It's the way you use it. Social media can be used in different ways, positive or negative. That goes with anything."
What y'all calling me for?
So then I want to address the thing that I didn't get to speak on about the person, how we look at black people, 1 to 10, da. Yes, I do agree that with I think Tony and Savage and TeAma, everybody said they agree. I feel like this. We degrade ourselves more than anybody else can ever degrade us.
And back it up.
We have our women walking around on social media all day in their underwear, on their panties and bras, talking about twerk a leak, twerk a lot, show me what you're working with. This is what our children, our little girls have to look up to. Ain't nobody forcing these women to walk around here butt ass naked and showing what they got. And
Mr. Trucker said you don't get a buzz without presenting drama.
Yes, no.
You don't get a buzz without
presenting drama. If you don't get a buzz without presenting drama, then we don't need no damn buzz. You don't need no buzz then. If the only way that black folks can get buzzes and take off and have this and that, and if that comes from the fact that we have to belittle ourselves and demasculate and emasculate ourselves as women and men, then guess what? We'll find another way. It's somebody that can come up with not just a Facebook and a Twitter and this and that. Some black smart person can come up with a way to start another website that don't allow any negativity or anything that's negative to be posted on their website. Right. And we can make this popular and remove ourselves from that.
Kamal said, Tony said, we don't have any black-owned television companies. That was one of the things he might have tried to say Bill Cosby.
Yeah, Bill
tried
Cosby.
to do when he tried to buy NBC.
Yeah. So yeah, we gotta wrap up the letter actually.
Yes.
Okay, let's get it.
So what was the final outcome? She should
go get a DNA.
She's a whore. Whore.
When Trick Daddy said, "Kill that baby ain't mine." I was playing. Don't do that.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't.
Yeah,
When I tell you,
that's the song. But no, you need to put on your big girl panties. No, she need to put on her big girl panties and tell that man it's a possibility that child might not be his. We had to finish line now.
Just go tell that man you don't want him no more. Just tell him you don't want him no more and move on. Cause you're a whore.
Baby first and find out the truth. Period.
That was a good ass letter. Like that was a good letter. Shout out to A.T.L season 2. Good.
Yeah.
Dear A.T.L is a segment of the show where you, the viewer, can write in and tell us about what's going on in your life. And we will read your letter and respond to your letter live here on the air. So if you're experiencing relationship problems, best friend disputes, baby mama, baby daddy drama, marriage issues, church hurt, church issues, and many, many more, send your letters to TheAnthonyBrownShow@gmail.com.
So again, just if you guys have any issues going on in your life and you want to share with the world and you need some answers and you think that we have the answers over here in our crazy world over here at the A.T.L show, send your letters in to the ATLshow@gmail.com and we will read your letters live right here and respond accordingly. So
Kamal said, final outcome, HIV test, DNA test, real life conversation. Facts, Kamal. Facts. Mr. Trucker said, if you are a man or a woman of God and you have sex before marriage, are you considered a whore? I think that's what he meant to say. That would be my last question for tonight.
I'm not touching that. I'm not touching that.
I don't think that's true. Can you put the question up again, Anthony? No, I don't think you consider to be a whore. You consider to be fornicating. You consider to be a fornicator, but not a whore. You gotta sleep with 2 men in the same night with no rubber to be considered a hoe. That part, like that letter, okay?
So speaking of whores,
listen, Mr. Hold on, T. Go ahead. I'll come back to it later.
No, go ahead. I'm gonna move on.
I was just gonna say, I don't have because sir, I don't really trust man, and I know that man has had their finger on the Bible for a long time. So a lot of what's said in there, I don't really hold on and grasp hold to. But I'm gonna say this: I truly believe that sex is needed before marriage, because you mess around and get somebody that can't satisfy you,
roast beef,
that can't satisfy you, and now here you is got a lifelong blessing to deal with. You're gonna be an adulterator in a little bit. You're gonna be cheating on your spouse in a little bit because you didn't get to test out the water before you dove in it. So I think it's best to test the water.
Okay, moving right along. So the story at hand, the family reunion. Since we have two of the siblings here, the other one didn't show up, but that's fine. Like I said, one person don't stop the show and we move on. My question is, like I said, speaking of whores, y'all father.
Papa was a rolling stone.
Wherever he laid his hat was his home.
Wherever he laid his hat was his home.
Now,
and when he died, I was gonna sing that part too.
I was asking Kiki earlier and backstage before we started how many siblings are there? How many brothers? How many sisters? She said at some point she had lost count. So I was wanting to know, Legacy, Marquise, Kiki, do anybody know what's the final number right now?
Well,
How many brothers and sisters are there?
I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, I was told about 25, but I really don't know.
Kill
I
know
don't
the
know.
number. Mark, bro. Kill know the number. She talked to the nigga all the time.
Kill told me she didn't know. She lost count.
From what I've gathered from my sister is that he has about 37 children.
37?
He has about 30-something children.
How many baby mamas?
At least about 27.
27 baby mamas? Damn.
Kill, you can't talk, Kill. She might be having problems with the Wi-Fi. But
I'm trying to unmute her.
Marquise, I met you like I was saying earlier on the podcast. I met you about a month, maybe 2 months ago now.
Right.
And
over the phone.
Over the phone. I'll never forget I got a text from Kill saying that we got a new brother that she just found out about and that you was gonna be calling me, or I think you hit me up on Facebook. Right. I think, and I was on the phone with Tony this night, and when the text came through, and I told you when Kill told me that I wasn't in the mood to get to know nobody new. I don't really fuck with this dude's kids. But it was just something that, when I first started talking to Tony and what Kill had told me about the story about my brother saying that, and I'm gonna let you tell that story, bro. I was talking to Tony about should I reach out to him or should I reply? And Tony was like, yeah, that's your brother. If that's your brother, ain't nothing wrong with getting to know your brother. And it was I'm glad Tony told me that, because I'm glad that this is my brother, and me and him talk and laugh all the time, quite frequently when he ain't working as hard at his barbershops. But his story is crazy. And I don't know if I would like for him to get into his story first about, how he found out.
Hold on, Kamal said.
Kamal said he definitely has some same day drop offs. Oh my God.
Wow.
Go ahead, bro.
All right. I'm gonna start off when I was about 15. When I was 15, my mom, for some reason, she had me thinking that my stepfather was my real dad. So me and my stepfather got into it. So my uncle came to the house, and he was telling me that why you fight your stepdad? I said, my stepdad. So that's how that came about. So when I went to my mom about it, she just threw a name at me. Clifford Gray. Clifford Gray, your dad. Just leave it like that. That's all you need to know. So it didn't take to me. So years went by. I kept trying to find the guy, and we could never find him. So make a long story short, I got a DNA kit, the DNA ancestry kit. And I said, I'm just gonna get one more shot, man. I'm just gonna get one more shot. So I took the kit and everything, and I ended up finding a nephew of mine from one of our brothers. And I reached out to him, and then he ended up giving me Antoinette number. And Antoinette gave me Mimi number. So I talking to Mimi, well, which Kiki, Mimi, and then she had told me about Tony. So I reached out to Tony. I reached out to everybody that they gave me a name. I reached out to everybody, and I reached out to Clifford. And
tell the story.
That's how.
No. Tell the story, bro. See, you trying to cut the shit. Tell the story.
Like what part you want me to tell, bro? It's so much.
I want you to tell them folks what this man said to you. All of that.
When I called him, he I say hey, no, I know it's gonna sound kind of funny, but my mom told me that you were my father, and he was like, oh yeah, and so he asked me to send him a picture. He asked me to send him a picture of me, and he asked me to send a picture of my mama. So when he saw me, he was like, yeah, this my son. Yeah, this is my son right here. But see, the thing is, my mom went by his middle name. That's the reason why we could never find him. So she didn't know his name was Isaac. So we was looking for a Clifford Gray because he had told mom his name was Clifford. So that's why we could never find him. So he didn't know that she was pregnant with me. So that's why my mama was trying to keep me a secret from him or something. I don't know what it was, to be honest.
But at that time, he was in the military. Bro, at that time, was Clifford in the military?
Yeah, he was in the military. Yeah, he was in the military.
So he pretty much.
Yeah, he just get, like my grandma told me that she saw him one time. So he's just a smooth operator. He was a smooth talker, and he ended up getting with my mama, and he did a thing or whatever. And I came in the picture, but see, he didn't know it though. He didn't know it. You know what I'm saying? He just a smooth operator, man. He just had that talk game, I guess. He just knew, he just did a thing.
That wasn't talk game, sir. It was more than talking. Okay, them girls that heard about him. Girl, I heard he got some good pipe. Girl, go check it out, girl.
Actually, you know what? Actually, my mom
with you today, T.
Actually, my mom met him through a cousin of hers, and I think they went out like one time or two or whatever, and that was it. I asked mama, hey, she probably was a fan tale. I don't know, but it is what it is. I'm here.
Well, bro, let me tell you something. Mama can't feel bad because there's a lot of women he talked their draws off of. That's why we here. He know how to talk panties off of women.
Yeah.
So that's where you get it from. Okay.
Damn.
I was waiting for.
You made it too easy. Proceed.
I don't know anything about that. But but what I can say is, the stories are so similar. Kiki.
So the Apple didn't fall.
I don't know if kill phone.
I think her internet messing up.
Okay, but I can tell you the story about how me and Kia met. And I can tell you how she actually came into the picture of my life. What happened was Kia was coming from A.T.L, Georgia to Valdosta, Georgia, because we had a teen club. And so there would be a bus that goes down, that comes from that went from Valdosta to A.T.L to pick them up and bring them back to Valdosta. Well, Kia ended up dating or liking my baby brother by my mama.
Oh, Lord.
Kia, can you hear me?
I was dating Jermaine. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Well, okay.
Can you hear me?
Well,
yes, we hear you.
Tell the story about how we came to be.
Welcome to the show, Angela.
She having a hard time with that Wi-Fi. Angela, oh shit.
Good evening.
That's my.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh God. Hey Angie. Hi Angie.
Can you guys see me?
We can't see you, but we hear you.
No, you gotta touch your camera.
No. Hold up, wait a minute.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, that's what I just need you to hear me.
Hey Adrian.
Oh, you lay it down. You doing it done. Well, listen. This young lady on the screen right now. This is my she's my blood cousin, but she's my big sister. She took part in help raising me and my three brothers, Travis, Dirty, and Abe. And she was a Brahma bull. And she I'm still a little nervous about her now.
You so funny. It is good to be on here with you guys.
Angie.
Yes.
Hey, baby.
Yes, we appreciate you coming out, sis. So let me introduce you to my people, sis. At the top corner, left corner for me, that's the guy who make it all possible. That's Mr. Anthony Brown, Mr. A.T.L. himself.
Okay.
Then we have the two beautiful ladies that bring it all to the podcast, that keep me on my toes. Miss TeAma.
Hello.
And Miss T Savage, the golden one.
Yay! Hello. How are you? I'm
and
good.
Then we have since you know my sister Kia, and the new addition to the family, my brother that I just met about 2 months ago, Marquise. This is Marquise, Angie, Kia, y'all. This is my family.
All right. All right. Good to meet you guys.
Oh yeah, same here.
Okay. I don't know if Kia can really speak because she's having trouble with her Wi-Fi. Can you elaborate on things, Kia? Is your Wi-Fi better? Well, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and speak on her behalf about how we met. Kia ended up coming down from A.T.L to come to the little teen club. But I never knew her. Even though we was in the same place at the same time, I never knew her. But my baby brother, which is named Dirk, him and her ended up dating.
That's
so
nasty.
Now my brother from my mother,
that's nasty.
My brother from my mother ended up talking to my sister from my daddy. And they didn't know each other because, like I say, I grew up never knowing I knew his name, but at that time I had never really met him in my life that I can remember. So as time went on, they dated for a couple of weeks and things of that nature. And my brother decides to go to A.T.L to visit my sister. At this time, they got at least to be about 13, 14. And my little brother, he decided to go make a visit to my sister's house. Well, when he goes to visit her, no! So when they ended up going to her mama house, when my brother went in the house, he met her mother. God bless the dead Mother Tiny. She was looking at my brother. And so me knowing what both Kia and my brother told me, they looking at her like she crazy, like, why you looking at him like that? So the lady asked my brother, she was like, what's your mama name? And he was like, Miss Josie Williams. Her mama told him right then, hey baby, I don't know what you and my daughter got planned, but y'all two can't talk because y'all have brothers and sisters. Your brother, you got two brothers named Travis and Tony, don't you? And he was like, yes, your mama named Joseph. Yeah. She say, Kia daddy is they daddy. Y'all two can't talk. So now my brother come home, he's sad. I don't know what the hell he's sad for.
Because he can't hunt your sister.
So
He can't get no more coochie. He can't get no more coochie.
No more lettuce. No more lettuce.
They didn't never get to do nothing. They wasn't doing nothing at that time.
That's what they told you.
That's fine with me. I don't want to know. I don't want to damn know. So when my brother came back to me sad, I'm wondering why you looking all sad. He was like, I met your sister. I like my sister. He was like, yeah, I met your sister today. I like, boy, I ain't got no sister. He was like, yes, you do. The girl I'm talking to is your sister. I was like, bro, I ain't got no sister. So time passed by. The summer came. And one day I was getting off work. And my brother, the same brother, called me and said, I need you to come over here to the east side. I got somebody I want you to meet. So I go over to the east side, and there was this little young woman standing out there in the yard, and she looked it so much like a girl version of me. And I was like, damn. He was like, huh?
Like you in drag.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about. So I got off the bicycle and she was like, hey, how you doing on Kia? And she gave me a hug. And from that one day of embracing her, she was like something that I was longing for, that I knew that my mama, obviously my mama couldn't have girls because she didn't have nothing but boys. And yes, I have a lot of girl cousins, and yes, I have my big sister Angie, who we all know me. She's always been there for me and my brothers, definitely. It was like meeting somebody, knowing that my side of the family I didn't have us, but on my dad's side, whom I didn't know, to have a sister was like the world to me, because now, see, my big sister Angie has always been the big sister. She's always been everything I need like that. But I had never had an opportunity at that time to be a big brother to a girl. So that was a role that I was ready to step into and participate in, because at that time I didn't want no boys talking to her. None.
Getting cookies.
Because all of a sudden now, as much cookies that I'm out here getting, none of that bothered me. But as soon as I had a sister, now it become personal to me, because I know somebody want these cookies. So it just sent me into a protective mode, because I can remember a time when Kia came and stayed with me, and she came and stayed with me for about 2 months. And in this 2 months, she is, she fresh meat in Valdosta, Georgia. Nobody ain't seen her really. And so when you got fresh meat on the grill, everybody want and wait for that new tenderloin to come off the grill so you can add that A1 sauce to it. Well, I was bucking the A1 sauce because I wasn't trying to allow none of that to happen. Well, this is when I find out that women, your sisters too, can be hard-headed as shit. Because the niggas that I hung with, she liked them. She used to like the thug niggas that hung around me. And now I'm falling out with these niggas about my sister because, nigga, I'm telling you, don't let me catch you talking to my sister. So it came to a point in our relationship that in them 2 months, well, I had to almost forget that, you know, Kia's like 2-3 years younger than me. So she's also set in her own ways of being, you know, of doing things prior to her meeting me. And I just wasn't really ready to accept her, not because I couldn't stop looking at her as a little girl, even though she wasn't ever like 2 or 3 years younger than me.
You wasn't ready to accept her in a front pocket.
She wasn't trying to be a thought pocket because I was making sure she wasn't gonna be. And I don't know, it just my oldest sister Angela was always a woman that, you know, I by me being younger than her, I never really had a chance to see her out and about mingling with other men, and I only knew of one man that she ever dated, and his name was Sam. So the whole time she was with me, I'm looking at her being with one dude through high school. So I only saw her with one man. So that was my format of how women dated. So when my sister come around, I'm finna put you up under the same umbrella that my older sister is. What? You know, little do I know that, you know, my sister and I both got the same genes. We both got the same genes.
Thoughtish. Thoughtish.
We were both enjoying the pleasantry. We were yes, promiscuous. Yes, on both halves. On both halves, we was promiscuous. Go ahead, Kia. We can't hear you.
Yeah, I'm like, I can't hear
Get on it. It's on StreamYard.com.
But I don't know what happened to bro, but you know, growing up for me, I never really, I've told this story before. Growing up without this gentleman that's our father, I never really longed for
what I need to do.
I never really longed for a relationship with him because I had different great guys that were men that was already in my life. So when you know, moving from Miami, growing up in Valdosta, when I moved to Miami, it was like the same time I moved to Miami, my auntie and my uncle and my sister, I'm talking about her, Angela, and my brother Abe, they moved down like a few years behind me and my mom's. So I've always had my Uncle Robert, I call him Pop because he sits at the pinnacle of fatherhood for me. He was always there for me and my brothers financially and things of that nature. And to have my auntie Lulu, she was more like a mother over my mother to guide my moms because she was a young mother too. But I never longed for a relationship with Isaac Clifford Gray. Never in history. I don't hate him, and I don't know him. I don't know him to hate him. So to those that feel like, you know, that to reach out to they want to reach out to their daddy and things of that nature, I'm too old to want to know a nigga. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just for me. And if you ain't been in my life in this long and you ain't reached out in all this time, I'm not looking for you to reach out to make it better now because I'm grown and I done right by my kids. So I don't have to have that relationship with him that I feel like some of my brothers and sisters reach out and try to make amends with it. No, you should have made amends with the child support people. You should have made amends with making sure that you dropping dick off in all these women and you not doing anything for these children. That's what you should have made amends for. And I just don't have no love or no hate for him because I don't know him to do that. God blessed me with my Uncle Robert, my pop, and he blessed me with my stepfather that stepped in and stood in the paint and helped raise me and my brothers. So for me, it's not that important to know him. Now I don't know how my sister feel.
Wait, okay, hold on.
I don't know how my sister feel.
Right, so you can't answer for them, but you're saying that Kill said that you have he has about 37 children.
Oh, wow.
From about 25 different women.
Mm-hmm. We just found out about 2 or 3 months ago that I think his youngest child is 7.
Oh.
So he's still around eating.
Let me tell you what the crazy thing is. When I met Kill introduced me to some of my family that lived in the area where she lived. And they are some good people. They are good people. And upon meeting them, there was a young lady that I met and I love her. Her name is Angela. Not my sister, but my cousin. We call her Angie. And so one day, at this time, my cousin was she was the manager or the district manager over this Pizza Hut in A.T.L. And she called me down and she was like, "What you doing?" I said, "I'm at the house." She was like, "Walk down here to Pizza Hut." So I was like, "Okay." So I got up and I walked down to Pizza Hut. And at this time, my sister, she was in school because I was staying with them at the time. And she was like, when I got the Pizza Hut, she had a pizza ready for me. So when I walked up to the counter to get the pizza, when I tried to get the pizza, she asked me, it was a tall dude, because he about like 6'4". And so it was this tall dude. And she said, "You know who that dude is?" I said, "No." She was like, "You don't know who he is?" I was like, "No." She was like, "That's your daddy." And I was like, "Well, he ain't my daddy." So I just got my pizza and walked up out of there.
So you sounded like The Color Purple. Ain't my daddy.
I don't know about The Color Purple, but he wasn't my daddy at that time. I'm 19 years old. So I already got 2 fathers in my life, so I didn't need a new one. But the crazy thing was this. The crazy thing was this was, come to find out that dude who was supposed to be our dad was having sex with that lady who's supposed to be our cousin. And they got a baby together.
So he didn't give a damn where he put lay pipe.
I guess.
How many kids you have, Legacy?
I got 5 boys and 1 girl.
So that would be 6.
Yes, I'm trying. Where you going with it?
And he got 37.
I'm a long way off.
Tony, in so many words, Tony saying you should admire your father's craft.
How many baby mamas you have, Legacy?
I'm trying to put enough. Enough. It ain't 27.
Mr. Legacy, you sound a little bit like Mr. Green. So you might want to reach out and learn a man.
Like who?
You'll learn you're looking at yourself. Yo, daddy.
No, I don't have to look at him because I don't have to mimic myself or look at the mirror about none of that because I take care of my kids. I've done that.
Oh yeah, that it was one of the factors.
So that right there alone said, yeah, retract that. Retract all of that. Just retract.
Mr. Marquise.
Yeah.
How many kids you have?
I have 5.
How many baby mamas?
I have 5.
Five kids and 5 baby mamas?
Yeah.
So you're taking after your dad?
No, not really. Not really. Not really.
He said not really.
Not really. But this is the thing. See, I'm in all my kids' life. I'm very active in my kids' life.
I'm lost. Do y'all really think that? Let's just be honest. I don't know if my brother's ever been married.
Yeah, I've been married.
I think it's a crock of shit.
Oh Lord.
But
what you think is a
but
what's a crock of shit?
Nothing.
What you mean by that?
He said marriage is a crock of shit.
Oh no, I like being married. I love it. Hey, that one thing I love. I love being married now. It's just that she wasn't ready to be married. So you know,
See what I'm talking about? You see what I'm talking about?
Good job, Marcus. Good job.
So,
this man gave his heart and soul.
She wasn't ready.
This man gave his heart and soul because he was ready to be what society told him would equate him to be a man.
Yeah.
Is to get married, be happy, have kids. He did that. And the woman that he chose to give his heart to,
when she
told him she ain't ready.
Lord.
Yeah.
This is why don't put your head back on the chopping block no more. I don't want my sister to put her head on the chopping block now another time. I don't want my brother to do it no more. Just leave them stinking hoes alone and just skeet in them and keep moving.
Hey, bro. Hey, bro, you ain't got to worry about that no more, boy. That ain't gonna never happen right now, That ain't gonna never happen right now.
I am so done.
Marriage is a beautiful thing.
Yes.
Yeah, I get it.
Hold on, T. Hold on. I want to hear what my sister Angie got to say, please.
All I'm saying is marriage is a beautiful thing. And if you do it the way the Lord have it in order, then you won't have a problem. But we always step out of order. That's why things don't work for us, because we're out of order. We do things out of order.
Miss Angie, I did everything by the book. My dad is a pastor. I did everything by the book. Being in a pastor house, that's a hard thing. And hey, I did everything by the book, and hey, it still went. Hey, no ma'am.
And I did it. I hear you.
I have all of that.
I understand. Like you said, you did everything by the book. Your mate just wasn't ready. But don't know the next one that comes in your life. She might be ready, and she may be willing to say, "Okay, let's do this. I'm ready. I'm ready to get more in myself."
Miss Angela.
Yes.
You're the cousin, right?
I'm the sister.
Okay, sister. And if you don't mind me asking, I know we're not supposed to ask a woman her age, but if you don't mind, revealing that, how old are you?
I'm 51, and I will be 52 in 2 more weeks. Yay!
Yes.
Let me talk about that number 50. They be wanting to be married, and y'all can have that.
So my little lady, you haven't been married before?
Oh, I'd have been married 3 times. I'd have been married 3 times. I am what you call a professional wife. But I do I take absolutely no bullshit. I would divorce you so quick and won't even let you know it's coming.
But wait a minute. You're saying you get married, and if things don't go right, you file for a divorce? What happened to the?
Let me tell you, I filed for it so quick. I don't ask nobody.
What do
You
you
won't
listen?
even know.
Oh, what do you
Then when they ask me, let me tell you, in the state of Florida, they ask you, do you know where that person lives? I say no. So they put it in the newspaper for 30 days. Who buys a newspaper? After 30 days, I get that divorce with no contact. Goodbye. Next.
But do you
Hi,
listen
my name
to
is TeAma Copeland.
Do you listen to the vows when the
I
preacher?
do.
Okay, then. So
Let me
where?
tell you. Listen,
She don't.
I always write my own vows. I never go.
That's why you've been
I
married
always
for
write my own
three
vows.
times.
I'm not lazy.
That's why you've been
I'm
married
going to
3
put up the
times.
video later. I literally have the video. My wedding was the most funniest wedding you'll ever want to see. I was laughing through it and everything. I will divorce your ass and won't even send you the papers.
Oh my
I'm no
God!
joke.
You sure you ain't came up?
See?
Hold on.
I ain't
I'm
even
never
gonna
getting
comment
married
on this
again.
subject right
You
here.
don't have to.
I ain't even gonna comment on this subject. I'm gonna be quiet.
I'm in that square with legacy. Y'all ain't finna
Cause I used to
bamboozle
be a
me.
professional wife too, so I get it. Marriage number 3, number 3 now. I get it.
My best friend to be
I
married 2
understand. I
times
get it.
too.
It's hard out here for a pimp, and you can go by biblical stuff. You can go by the Bible and do things the right way, but that don't mean it's always gonna work out. I feel like every marriage is different. Some situations are worth walking away from. You put your hands on me, I gotta go. You're not being a provider. You don't want to provide. You don't want to work. I gotta go.
And that's understandable.
The Bible said the man who does not work does not eat.
But hold on.
It don't say the man does not work. They wife feed them to make. No, don't you tell me hold on.
Comment.
Come on, said marriage is great. Sorry, it doesn't agree with some. Sorry, Black said, Mr. Legacy, are you saying you will never get married?
Hold on. Everybody can't talk over Savage. She's reading the comments.
Shorty Black says, Mr. Legacy, are you saying you will never get married? That's exactly what you're saying, Shorty Black. Kamal said, just a reminder to all, test drives a deed before marriage. It is by the books.
Come on, you know you live in West Palm Beach, Florida, so you know you get the most foolishness out of these Florida men. Stop playing.
Legacy, that question's for you.
For me, I'm finna answer. I don't think it's necessary. I don't think that is a necessary thing to be complete. I feel like people have some of the most beautiful relationships without people have some of the most beautiful relationships before they go putting titles and deeds on each other. And then as soon as they go and put, oh, this my wife, this my husband attached to it, now the sex dry up. Now he become more controlling. She become more controlling and want to tell. No, I don't feel like that's necessary. I think that is a play that the government decided to come up with and put in there to make it a lucrative thing, because before you get married, you got to go and pay some tithes and offerings to the church or to the magistrate before you can do that. So it's not about that. I think people can be just as happy without it and just learn to just respect each other without. Because I mean, if we being truthful, if we're gonna go by what it says that you don't. The only way that you can get a divorce, if we're going by the biblical statements, is there has to be proof of infidelity and there has to be abuse. And upon all of that, there has to be some type of counseling. That's why God say, for better or worse, sickness and health, till death do you part. Because when you get married, your partner is supposed to be that of all being. No matter what the situation is, you're supposed to stick that out. So I know if ain't nobody gonna obey what God's word say do, ain't no need of me doing it, because if ain't nobody gonna be able to stick through the good and the bad, let's not even stick no title to the name.
I'm trying to.
Keith, how tall are you?
Okay.
Huh?
How tall are you?
I'm 6 feet right on the
The Legacy is the only one that's lacking.
head.
What?
Let's see.
Who all on here? Cause I can't see. I see the names now.
Keith, Angela,
But
Kiki,
I mean,
me, Tay.
I see them now. I see them now. Savage. Thank you. Like I say, I don't know. I don't need to. Marquise, do you feel like you need to get to know your daddy?
Well, see, my circumstance is kind of different from everybody else's. You know, I mean, it wouldn't hurt me if I do know anything about him, but I mean, I'm just glad to know my siblings. Really, that's what really I wanted. But see, now I understand where a lot of the siblings coming from when they say he knew about us, but he never was in the picture. He never did this, and I understand that part. But like my situation, he just didn't know about me. But and then if he did know anything about me, probably would have felt the same way.
You got it. Mm-hmm. You did. Yeah.
Okay. So I really it's a half and half thing. So I really it's a half and half thing.
Do you say that things happen? My first marriage, I was the one that wasn't ready, and I said I would never do it again. I was with Jim for 7 years before we decided to get married.
Yeah.
Listen to the Legacy statement.
Kill.
He over it.
Kill.
I'm here now, Tony. Hello?
Okay. Let me ask you, can you hear me clearly?
I can now. Yes.
Okay. Now, before Marquise came into our live, me and you used to have little spats because I couldn't understand why you would always be excited to see this dude, or I couldn't understand why you always made room in your life for a nigga that was never in your life.
I keep trying to tell y'all.
Because
I keep trying to tell y'all, our daddy taught us everything y'all needed to know about being a man and being a father in reverse. And that's why I accept him.
I agree with that.
And that's why, yes, he taught you everything you need to know about being a man and being a daddy in reverse. He wasn't there for you. You
so
know
he taught him what not to do.
That's right. That's what I'm trying to tell him. Ain't no need in hating this man because it takes two. It takes two.
But I don't hate him. I have to know somebody to hate him.
But you have
exactly. And you haven't took time to get to know him. You chose not to get to know him. You got to put the past behind you and start fresh. How can you expect God to give you?
You don't have a forgiving.
Exactly. And you will never fully be blessed.
That's something that I'm just willing to go to the grave. I don't know him.
He said he could never put the past behind him.
Hate him. I just don't know him to hate him.
When you can't forgive somebody, it's bothering. It's bothering. It's gonna take an effect on you because you're the one that's put in the energy to not let it go.
Exactly, because he ain't.
Like, that's like you being mad with somebody. That's like you being mad with somebody, and you mad with them. They pay you no attention. You using all your energy to be mad at somebody else for what? It's all what's done is done.
But this is what I'm trying to get an understanding about. No, but this is what I'm trying to get an understanding about. Where does or why can't anybody here? I don't know this dude to have any ill will towards him. I just don't have to fuck with him.
But why would you not? At this point, why would you not? Because I'm asking you though, why would you not? I'm asking you. But why would you not? You just being Obama. So you're just being stubborn. I got it.
I don't want to know Barack Obama.
So you just being stubborn. It all boils down to you being stubborn. You feel like because he was there, you don't want to be bothered with him. You don't want to know. I'm asking.
I don't listen. I don't know where that come from you, Savage. I don't understand where that came from. I'm telling you my mentality. I don't have to have nobody in my life.
You don't understand what came from.
What you just meant. I don't even know. I'm just being stubborn. If I choose because I don't know somebody to have them in my space, that has nothing to do with hate. It has nothing to do with being hurt. I choose to have who I want to have in my space. That has nothing to do with me don't want to deal with nobody.
Let me ask you this.
There was a time when you could.
Is he trying to communicate with you? My question is he trying to communicate with you?
That would never happen.
I said, is he trying to communicate with you?
Let me help
Gloria Elizabeth said people change daddies all the time, whoever giving them money. My question to you is he trying to communicate with you?
That's y'all type of people. That's y'all type of people. You couldn't even buy
he know better than to do that.
Oh, no.
Is he trying to communicate with you is my question to you, Legacy.
I've already told you he knows better than that. No.
You know what? You need a whole
have a message been delivered to him that if he ever came across me, we'll find out how much he really know. Yes, that message has been delivered.
So you really do have hostility toward him.
You don't came back in. Yeah.
No, I really don't want him reaching out to me.
You're his son.
That's all I don't want.
Let me help you with something, Legacy.
Gloria said, this is Ron. I'm using my girl.
If you did a whole argument,
who is
y'all
Ron?
Remember that? If a man decides to mess up and turn around, you don't remember we did that whole segment.
We said for a child. We said a child, not an adult. We're talking about a child, not an adult. We're talking about a child and not an adult. I don't have to grow up for anything. You can't make me want to be in somebody's life. You couldn't make me want to be in somebody's life. That's my choice.
Legacy, check this. This man he wanna be there. Why are you not allowing this man to be a grandfather to his grandkids? It's never too late. That's what
that'll never happen.
You're a contradiction now.
For a child. I'm his child.
You have children.
I'm his child.
Children. That is his.
And he would never. If you didn't be if my father would have reached out to me anytime before I got grown, the door was open. Once I become grown, there's nothing you can say to me. Nothing. And when you decided not to be into this life, there's nothing. No, I don't have to pray on none of that. That's just who I am. I had been already given 2 great fathers. 2. So I'm good without having another. I'm good.
Let me tell you, even though you was given
that's it for me.
Didn't give you life.
They didn't have to give me life, but they preserved the life. They didn't have to give it to me, but they preserved it.
They preserved. Okay. You robbing your kids.
My brother right here, like I say, his situation different. He didn't know about him. if my brother decided that he wanted to reach out to him and get to know him, guess what? That's not going to hinder me and his relationship. But what would hinder our relationship is if he tried to bring that dude in my face.
Legacy, you got a lot of.
How would that hinder your relationship with him? Because if he tried to bring that dude in your face,
because me and him already have an understanding that that's not something that he needs to do for me.
And you gonna tell me that's not you being stubborn? That's just you choosing not to deal with your biological father.
This is who I am. It's who I am.
It's a lot of.
It's who I am. If I don't fuck with you, I don't fuck with you.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna come get you a hug.
So, bro, if I'm me, you have an understanding that I said, look, don't bring that dude. Don't talk to me about this cat. Would you go against what I asked you, knowing that me and you are trying to build a relationship?
No, I wouldn't do that because I know where to start up. I wouldn't do that.
He gonna respect me. I'm gonna respect him. Listen, no. I'm glad y'all ain't Cleo because y'all will lose a lot of money.
G said, TeAma and T Savage, good to see you guys as well. You guys are awesome. Thank you, D. We miss you. I'm so glad we're back.
Legacy, for real, bro. You can say what you want. You got a lot of hurt from that dude. It's a lot of hurt.
I don't know this dude. Y'all need to get off of that because y'all don't know.
It's not about whether or not you know this dude.
Listen to what I'm saying. It's not about you're not knowing that dude. It's about that dude knowing about you, and you said he didn't give a fuck. You took that way personal to where now, as an adult, it still hinders you.
I don't take it personal.
Mimic him.
What it taught me, what it did was what my sister told me. What it did was exactly what my sister told me. What she said. It showed me what not to be. And then I have two great examples of what to be. There's nothing that man can say to me or show me to make me anything. So I don't know him, and I just don't need him or anything like that. Now my brothers and sisters come along, I'm good. I'm glad. I want to be a part of their life. They done nothing. They didn't say growing up, hey, I'm just gonna go out here and make eternity kids, and just keep making kids and not do nothing for them. Of course not. So God knew at that time in my life, I longed for not having a father, and He gave me what I needed. So God do answer prayers.
But Tony,
He do.
You know what,
Tony?
But far as me having some hate.
Hello. Hey y'all. But Tony, now just
that's your opinion.
I say I'm hurt.
Tony, what if he would have been in your life? What if he would have been in your life and it would have been the same way? Stop, Journey.
True.
What if he'd have been in your life and he would have treated you the same way?
Then guess what? I'm trying to get a quote. What you trying to ask me? Because I can't hear you over everybody.
What I'm trying to ask you and what I am saying is, if he'd have been in your life and still wouldn't have been in your life, then what? Would you feel the same way? That man left Georgia April 15th of 1981. My mama was pregnant with our brother Jam when he left Georgia. When I seen Clifford again for the first time, I was 16. Baby, let that hurt go. Let it go. Because even right now,
because if it was any hurt, if I had any hurt, not when you're sitting up here making
let Kiki finish. She ain't talking the whole time.
I'm trying to tell you.
You already have been talking.
Not that much. The signal was bad.
Go ahead.
Baby, I developed, Tony. Nah. I developed a real bad hatred for him when we buried my mama. We just buried my mama 8 months ago. And I developed a hatred for him, which I had to pray and ask God to remove it because he wasn't there. We buried his mama 10 years prior, and I made it my business to be where he was, made it my business to be the daughter that I should be. I said all of that to say this: you be the man God called you to be. You don't worry about what he wasn't or what he did or didn't do. You do what you're supposed to do. And as a child, you speak on the Bible a lot, but also in the Bible it say honor thy mother and thy father. You're supposed to honor him whether he was in your
Guess
life
what
or
it say
not.
below that? Guess what it says below that?
I didn't say
What does it say below that?
I said it says honor thy mother and
You
thy
can't
father.
use that one. You can't.
Yes, you can.
And it's something up under there. It's something under there.
It might be, and it is.
That days may be long. Like what else?
Huh?
Well, what's under there? What's under there?
Your honor thy mother and thy father.
After it says that right there, the next one it says, "Do not provoke thy children to wrath."
That mean they provoking you.
That's what it says.
That mean they provoking you. You got a warped reality right now. Like am I on planet Earth right now? This man said the Bible say don't provoke your children.
That scripture to fit some foolishness.
Tony.
I'm going back on mute.
You just want to hate him. You just want to have that strong dislike for him, but you act like it.
Kamal said the anger, let it go. Hatred blocks so many good vibes.
That's y'all opinion. I don't walk around hating this man. I don't know him.
You and Tiana and Angela and Anola, y'all got so much. And the one that we just met, what's his name? Ryan. Y'all got so much anger and hate.
Listen.
Y'all can't stand this man.
Listen to me, Kill.
But you are a spitting image. The only difference is you take care of your kids. He took care of me. He sent me child support. He wasn't in my life, but he sent child support. So shit. What you complaining about? You doing the opposite of what he do when it comes down to your kids.
Listen, all I can tell you is I don't know the dude. If he had his head blown off today, it wouldn't bother me one bit.
And I can understand that, and I can respect your opinion on that. But Tony, at the same time, if you sit there and you take the time to actually say, "Hey, Clifford, how you doing? My name is Tony. I am your son." I bet you he'll respond back. And yeah, before you say you his child, you shouldn't have to reach out. Sometimes it takes you to be the bigger person. You got to be the bigger person in some situations.
You can't be the bigger person. You can't be the bigger person.
I'm always a bigger person.
You can't be the bigger person.
Okay, you didn't legacy. For how much you say you don't want to deal with this man. But just for sitting on this podcast and us talking to you, Tony, Anya, can also say, a guy that you don't want nothing to do with, you have a lot of his qualities.
I don't have none of his qualities.
You take care of your kids.
Wait, Tony. Yes, you do. Because how many kids you got?
You got 2 more minutes. This show is over for me.
I got 5 boys and 1 girl. He got 3.
You got 5 boys and 1 girl. By how many women?
By 3.
By 3 women, and he got 11 children. By how many?
What,
your daddy
20?
got 33 or 34 kids by a whole bunch of different women, and you don't have any of his qualities. Boy, stop.
Girl,
no, 3 is not nowhere near his quality.
You got his quality.
3 is nowhere near quality.
But the thing is, he was married to at least 2 of them women. He got kids. By how many of them was you married to?
What 2 women they was? At the end or at the beginning?
Wait a minute, because he was married to Isaac, Angelo, and Anola mama. Actually, he was married to their mama when he conceived you.
Kiki, let me help you.
So what the fuck? You prove that did no point for me. What did that prove?
What I'm trying to say is, you said which woman was he married to? That's the first wife right now, right there. Her name was Linda. And now he's married to a lady named Margaret right now. What I'm trying to say to you in his defense is he got married. He got married. You didn't, brother. Pot can't call the kettle black.
Hold on a
Because
minute.
you doing it
That's not for me.
You just ain't going there as fast.
That's not for me.
Hello.
That's not for me.
You know what? You will never see that you're just like your daddy. You're just like him.
A hoe is a hoe.
Nothing like him. You might be like him. You might be like him,
you know what?
but I'm nothing
I can
like
accept that quality because I got 4 kids by 4 different men. So yes, I can accept my qualities, and I can say I got a lot of
gangster with her shit.
So can you? So can you? Because you got 6 kids by 3 different women.
Gloria said Legacy has qualities of the man he say was his daddy that gave him money.
You got qualities of a man that your nutsack came out of. Bye, Johnny.
You said to being mad.
I would know. I don't know who he is.
Hey, listen. Hey, look,
And that's understandable.
Hey, look, I got you. Then against the one that gave you that anaconda. Not those other men that acted like the man. Period.
Thank you.
On to commercial.
He the one that gave you that both body, not the ones that acted like daddy. And Tony, I'm gonna tell you something else, and I'm a woman about mine. Listen at me. It don't take just because you put a baby in a woman don't mean that you a daddy. It's what you put into that child. If that man ain't never done shit for you, fine. You have every right to feel the way you do, but you will never know why until you hear his side of the story. It's 3 sides to a story. Your mama's side, your daddy's side, and what you interpret to be the truth. I had to learn that too.
Well, let me tell you about a side. As a father who fought for his child, let me tell you about a side, because you running your mouth. You just running your mouth.
No,
let me tell you about a side. See, a real man. Listen, you're talking about you. You can't be talking about me.
You say you fought
now,
for your
when
child.
I wanted to make
1 out of the 6.
That's right. That's right.
But you got 6 kids, so you fight for all 6
of them. So I don't want to hear that what you're talking. That sounds crazy.
You don't want to hear it.
You fight for what you want.
Exactly. And if you say you fought for one and you fought for your daughter,
forgive him.
And move on.
I don't have to listen. I don't know the dude to have anything against him. We just don't have to cross paths.
Why? I hope when this part is over, you
at the end of the day, there would be no Legacy the Great without them great old man balls.
Thank you.
Listen, that may be true. That may be true, but that ain't got nothing to do with me and him having a relationship.
Tony, nobody said you had to have a relationship with him.
I don't know.
You have a relationship, but how about have closure? How about closure?
We don't have to have a discussion.
Hold on. Let me
just be clear. Y'all beating the dead horse. Y'all might as well do it.
Let me say something.
You not there.
He might change eventually.
Let me say something. I'm gonna slightly change the subject. So now that y'all siblings have come into each other's life, where do y'all go from here?
I'ma still love my brother and I'ma still go hard for him just like I do. Ain't nothing changing about that. I mean, he got his opinion. He feel the way he feel. And I respect that. As like me, I feel the way I feel. And he respect that. That's just how it's gonna be.
And I respect that.
Kia, are you in Georgia?
Yes, I am.
Okay, one thing I know about y'all Georgia folks, y'all know how to cook. So when is the next family reunion? Because we all going.
Listen, I ain't doing that. I don't cook no more. Tony, my brother, when I was in West Palm, I had to cook. I ain't got to cook now. He's not in Georgia. I'm lying. My fiance like to eat, baby. I cook every Sunday. Every Sunday.
I mean, for me, like I said, I'm never gonna lose contact with Kia, and I don't want to lose contact with Marquise.
I'm waiting on Marquise to come, and when he comes, then I'm gonna meet him.
I'm here.
Then I'm gonna cook for him.
Marquise, do you know how to cook?
Bro, I ain't know that.
Marquise, what are you looking at?
Marquise,
I talked to my brother.
You know how to cook?
Oh. So whenever y'all decide to bring y'all this way, I'll get in the kitchen to make them pots rattle for y'all.
Legacy's supposed to set up a trip sometime this year or next year to come up here.
When is the family reunion in Georgia? When is the next one?
We don't have family reunions, baby. They just meet up and eat hell.
Now y'all looking to come to my mama side of the family reunion.
Legacy already told us that next time we go to Georgia, he want to take the whole A.T.L crew. So we ready to go. We want to do a road trip.
Well, y'all need to let me know how many of y'all it is coming, but I can make them pots rattle for you, baby.
Let's get it. I've been trying to get up with bro.
So we need to bring
Look how he laughing. Look how he laughing.
I'm bringing the camera because we're going live from ATL.
Go to bed, Journey. Tony, Marquise, can y'all make y'all niece go to bed? Tell your uncles hi.
Hi.
You heard her, no.
Hi, niece.
Tell your uncles hi.
Well, Marquise, Tony said, where do you go? Where do you go from here with the family?
Where do I go?
With your siblings, not with the daddy, the siblings.
I try to reach out to a lot of them, but just a few reach right. But Tony and Mimi and Antoinette, them three. Hey, I'm with them. I'm with them all the way there. So I can't speak on the other one.
I'm still the baby out of all four of them he named.
And you small.
Yeah,
I'm very small.
But the other siblings feel like the way Tony feels. So you can't do them but respect that, and and just keep on pushing on. But but I'm trying to get everybody. I want to know all my brothers and sisters, But it is what it is.
Let me ask you this, Marquise and Kiki, with all the other brothers and sisters that you say that feel the way that Antonio feels, Legacy feels. Although you respect that, you also understand why they feel the way they feel.
Yeah,
I do understand the way he feels. Tell him I'm coming. I understand how he feels, and everybody's entitled. He's entitled to feel the way he do. I just had that. I took the time myself to get to know him. I took my time, and I listened to what he had to say, and I listened to what my mama had to say. And there was some lies on both ends. God rest her soul. It was some lies on both ends, because honestly, he was trying to see us, the three that my mama had for him. She just had him sent to jail every time he came. Honestly. So I had no reason to dislike him after I listened at what he had to say, and the man had to prove. And then I listened at what my mama had to say. And Tony, you know for yourself, Miss Mabel was hell on wheels. Did he tell y'all how she told on him?
I do.
No, she ain't.
Huh?
Did she what?
Did you tell him how mama told on you? I say, did you tell them how mama told on you that Valentine's Day when you was trying to be like your daddy? Did you tell him that?
He was talking
to
Well, I didn't tell him that pretty much about.
Yeah, he was talking to all my friends. No, let's talk about that. Why you trying to be like you got a woman that got out. Yes, let's talk about this. When you got all these, you got this woman in the house, and you got 2 or 3 of them in A.T.L, grown women included. Nigga supposed to be in high school. My mama side his ass up and told.
Ain't nobody watching this, is it, bro? She putting you all out there now.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
In other words, little sister, don't come for my daddy.
Dang,
I'm just saying. He said he got none of his daddy traits, but look at him. Don't laugh now. That nigga had, and they was my friends. Like they was my friends' friends.
But maybe
people that I hung with.
But listen. Hey, bro, she telling us she overdoing it. She's overdoing it.
I'm overdoing it. So Cheryl, do I need to keep naming names? Do you want me to name these names?
Yes, name some names.
No,
yeah, do you want me to name some names?
Bring your receipts, cause other
Not
than that,
that lady knocking on the you at the woman house. Yeah, do I need? Let me just get out.
What woman?
Yo, yellow ass
What
thinking
woman
like
house? What woman?
You should have paid that girl her money. She would be snitching on you.
Felicia Allen. You know who the hell I'm talking about.
All the way up.
Hold on now, y'all. Shit, let me. Who?
Felicia Allen.
You said Felicia? That lady is grown.
Yeah.
That lady is a grown lady.
So you got
Tony. I wish, you know what, mama gonna come back tonight. Her ghost gonna whoop your ass, and you know it. You don't get it tonight. Yeah, that nigga had a cool.
Hold on.
Sweet. Anthony. Cheryl. You want me to name another one?
Yes.
Cookie.
One more.
Let me tell you about her since she gonna talk. Them girls, guess who delivered them messages? You delivered them messages to that girl.
You told me to.
Exactly.
Okay.
I'm the little duty. Listen, I'm the little sister. If and one of my brothers say, "Hey sis, I want her," guess what I'm finna do? I'm gonna go get it. Come here, baby, because my brother said,
Ooh, well, glad
this is getting dangerous.
I'm just saying, if my I got a lot of brothers.
So
and if a girlfriend takes their wife is like me, I'm gonna do it.
Listen, bro. Y'all listen to. I'm gonna tell y'all this story. I'm gonna tell you this story because this was many years back. And
it was many years back.
He had to say many
years. I didn't have no.
This was back in the early. This was back in 97, 98.
Clear your name, bro.
This was back in 97, 98.
Yeah, he was a show up holder. He ain't like that now.
No, he said men can't
clean
be
name, bro. Clean your name, man.
He said only women can be whores.
He can't clean his name because he know you see he keep laughing. If you look at Tony Sutton,
I'm laughing because I can't tell the story. Y'all won't let me tell the story.
I got to go pick my son up from work.
Tell the story.
You know I'm telling the truth with your old yellow ass.
I've never been a whore.
You right. As mama called y'all some whoremongers.
You know what? Y'all better end this real soon because he gonna get all of us struck by lightning through the phone.
Not me, because God knows my witness. I'm gonna tell the truth.
Oh, we know he'll hold
so you telling the truth.
Story.
Hold on. So you telling the truth that you trying to say that I moved to A.T.L.
Do I need to tell him how close the lady lived to us?
Yes.
Who, the grown lady?
Yeah.
I was in high school.
Exactly.
Now Tony, he can't call her a lie because you told me about a story in the grown lady.
So you had a couple.
Yeah, that nigga had all kind of women after him, and every time I couldn't been the corner without somebody saying that little light skinned dude with the pretty brown eyes, that's your brother. Hell yeah. And see, I'm the sister that if I don't like you, you're not gonna talk to my brother. I'm that sister. You talk to my brother.
Me like that for real.
Listen, before we go, this is how that story went.
Before you do your story, I just want to say good night, y'all.
Before we go,
hold on.
Good night,
all right, Savage.
Good night.
Before we get out, I'm gonna say this.
In the morning.
This is how that story went.
She got school in the morning.
Okay,
All
baby.
right, y'all take care.
Yes, I love y'all. Nice to meet
But this is
y'all.
how
Welcome to the
Okay, same
family.
here.
Let's go.
So check it.
Cause
This
see,
is
I'm
how
being
this
real
went.
with you, 'cause that's the first.
When I
I
moved to
still
A.T.L,
ain't got
I
no
moved
kids
in with my.
Hey,
You ain't got
I know
what?
that's right. Just say
I
sorry.
ain't
Keep
got
it
kids
moving.
blood at me. Now that's the second one. Then now you wait, I see you.
This is how.
And you still ain't blood me
Listen, this is how.
now. Okay.
Come on, say legacy.
This is how this went. My sister.
Thank you.
I'm just trying to.
See,
Welcome
thank you.
This is.
And see, that's why he be doing
This
crazy
is how
stuff
this
like
story.
that right there. A nigga used to walk and dress. Did Tommy tell y'all he can dance?
Oh, girl, let me tell you, when we get 5,000 subscriptions, don't come on that show because he gonna strip.
Yeah, I got kicked out the truckers club because of that. Take that picture. Yeah, we was at the
Hell
little
no.
truckers
Where's
club.
all this coming from?
Hell no. What? Hell no.
Listen, I got
Hell
kicked out the truckers club
Legacy, you
because
better apologize. Tell her you gonna sell her some flowers in the morning to get that mouth to be quiet.
Hell no. Hell no.
When did you get
him and
kicked out the
Dirty,
truckers
him and his
club,
brother, the
Kill?
one I used to go with down there dancing and stuff at the truck club. I wanted to knock his head off. And then, you know, my little friends come to me the next day talking about, girl, your brother and your ex tore it up. Tore it up where?
Stay in the closet.
I was so mad I wanted to fight.
I'm
Tony, you don't be
telling you,
dancing like that.
the youngest of the family always had a tea. Y'all remember Good Times and all them? Man,
But I'm so glad, Mimi, you don't know
listen,
about
by
why.
the way.
But Mimi, I just tell me why.
No, because he said he ain't got no traits like our daddy, but he do. That jugger, his daddy was a jigger hoe, and he is too. I'm just saying. They go out jigger hoe, cause that nigga left babies every damn where he went. I'm glad you. Oh, look at that macaroni and cheese. That look good.
Girl, if you only knew what that meant, you.
Oh, I don't want to know what that mean. I ain't gonna eat macaroni and cheese no more now. Y'all nasty.
Brother and your brother and Don Allen, they say having sex sound like macaroni and cheese.
You know
When
what?
they
I'm not
inside
gonna
the
eat it
coochie.
no more.
Before we listen, let me before we go, let me just tell you a quick story. That girl right there, it was Valentine's Day. All right, I'm gonna still tell the story.
Yeah, you go ahead and tell it. I can log on
She came
to my phone.
She came and told me that her homegirl said she didn't have nobody to get her nothing for Valentine's Day. I had a girlfriend at the time, so I went and bought
2 or 3.
You wanted me to.
I said you said you had a girlfriend at the time. I said 2 or 3.
Nothing changed.
That sound about right on the number Sega juggler.
Well, y'all got me doing laughing so hard over here, boy.
And Tony, I ain't gonna tell him about this other damn story about Moon. I'm gonna leave that one alone, okay?
Mimi, you killing me.
Hold on. What story are you talking about? What story are you talking about?
We might have to have a part 2.
Walk away.
We might have to have a part 2.
The hotel
know when to run the other way.
I gotta go. Tony, I love y'all. I got to go pick Juju up.
All right, baby girl.
Love you too.
Right.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah, it's nice meeting y'all too. I love y'all. Tony Marquise, I love y'all. I love y'all too. Hello.
I love you too, baby.
What, Juju? I mean, Taya. I know who the hell you is.
Listen to me, Tony. Legacy, I'm going to look for your sister. I'm going to get every skeleton she thinks she want to have.
Bye.
This is the Legacy Tell on the word.
Bye.
If this call go much longer, y'all gonna see
I'm telling you.
The C tape.
Wow, this was years ago. This was before I became a good guy.
And
This is before I became a good guy.
Bad idea to do the family reunion.
Well, Mimi let everything out, boy.
Okay. But it's okay because this was years ago. This was years ago, and it was in 96, 70s, early 2000s. Yeah.
So are you saying you changed your ways?
Very much so.
On that note, can we get to the intro? I'll see you backstage.
On that
hey, Marquise, hold on. Marquise, before we get out of here, right, bro?
Yeah.
We have this thing that we let everybody do before they leave out. It's the intro, it's the outro. We let everybody know because we are the blueprint. We are the best podcast there is out there. We have no filter sometimes. And before you leave, cuz I need you to bless this podcast with the great saying, A.T.L, ho! Let them know.
A.T.L, let them know.
A.T.L, they're back.
It's my time again.
Anthony, TeAma, G7, Legacy. They're back. They're the best. Let's get it. Season 2.
I'm the best at this shit, that's fact. And there's only one reason that I came back. I'm here to set the fucking record straight. Okay, I'm the best you other cats just fell the way. First off, ain't no beef with the spitters in my city. But if you come with 28, then shit get gritty. I'm shitty. Yeah, I shit on rappers. Either dead on the scene if you wanna be actors. It's the message. I'm talking over hills and things. This whole little feeling foggy. I'll be patiently waiting. It seems y'all forgot who really runs the throne. Screaming y'all number one just because I was gone. See, ain't no stopping me now. I'm on the move. On against team Rush when you ready to lose. The game, the street, the zone is took. This the message. Hope it leave you from the rapper. Sure. Yeah. The message. So y'all know. Yeah. The monster is back.
Hey, Siri,
I'm at my spot.
A.T.L, ho.